Hi guys, it's Miss Melanie and welcome back to the Crafting Corner. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a little clown face out of cardboard. So basically I have like I said, some cardboard that we cut out in like a circle and then we made like a face for it. So basically you can use this in your room. You can add a string to it and hang it from your door. You can put it on your wall. You can also like stick it in your window if you wanted to. So those are just a few ideas. So what you are going to need for this craft is I have my cut out circular cardboard here. I have some markers to color. I have a pencil like to draw out some things before I actually trace it with the marker. I have some glue. I have my two little googly eyes that I'm going to use. I have some pom-poms here that I might choose which one for the nose. I have some scissors, and I already pre-cut up some of the hair, but I'm going to show you guys how to do all that too. But this is some construction paper for the hair. So you're going to need basically like some extra pieces of construction paper. It can be from really any different types of crafts that you guys did. It's just excess paper that you can use. So first thing that we are going to do is we're going to start on the hair. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to outline just how much of the hair I want, so where I want the hair to be, like sticking and stuff like that. So I'm just going to take my pencil and I'm going to draw just like a curve, like arch type of thing, so I know where I want my hair to stop. So basically that's what it is, so I know just where I want to keep my hair and all of that. So now what I'm going to do, like I said, I have a bunch of these little hairs already done, but I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So I'm going to take one of the excess pieces of construction paper and take some scissors, and I'm just going to cut it basically into some nice little strips. So mine, you can make these thinner or thicker depending on what you want. So this is one of mine. So I'm just going to cut a few pieces just to show you guys. And I am going to be doing rainbow here. So you can make it your hair whatever color you want, but I'm going to be doing some rainbow here today. So I'm going to cut some orange off too. Alright. So now I'm going to show you guys how to fold it. So basically once you gather up a bunch of your little pieces and strips that you have, you can put them all together like this. So this is a bunch of them. And I'm just going to fold it basically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one end and I'm going to fold it over one way so it looks like this. And then I'm going to flip it over to the other side and bend it back. So it's basically you're just going back and forth, so it looks like a zigzag type of design. So this is what my strips came out looking like. So it's these yellow pieces here, and I'm going to do the ones that I just cut up too. So I have my orange. So I'm just going to fold these, go back and forth motion. So now I have my orange zigzags, and I'm going to do my purple. Gather all the strips, fold forward, backward, and repeat. So these are my purple strips now. So I'm going to take all of my little pieces of construction paper, and I'm just gonna mix them up. So I just randomly just pick some, because like I said, I'm doing rainbow hair. So I'm gonna take my cardboard circle, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some of my glue, and I'm gonna put it on one little area here so I can start just pasting them. So just grab one, fold it, and then I'm just gonna place it on here and push it down. And I'm gonna take another one, just random strips of hair, push it down on there. I'm gonna add a nice thin yellow one over here. And I'm gonna keep going until I fill up basically the area for the hair. So add some glue, purple, I'm gonna get some pink in there. Have some brown here. Take some of my glue. These can be all the same size if you want, or they can be different sizes. It's really up to you and how you want your clown to look. Purple. And now I'm gonna do another row so it's kind of a certain effect. So I'm gonna add glue onto the bottom of my pieces already. And I'm just gonna take some more. Just add them, press down. A little more glue here. Press down. Take purple over here. Take some blue. Some orange. Some brown on the other side. I'm gonna add some pink because I don't have a lot of pink in here. And then I'm gonna do some purple again. So this is what it's looking like so far. I have like two rows or layers, whatever you want to call them. So I'm gonna put some purple right here. Add a little more glue. And fold it over. Okay. There's one little spot I see that I'm gonna cover up because I don't really want any white showing. So I'm gonna put yellow right there. Alright. So this is what my little clown guy's hair is looking like this. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take my googly eyes here and the other one, and I'm going to take some glue and I'm gonna put it on the cardboard, a little circular where I want it. Same thing for the other one. And I'm gonna take my eyes and push it down so it sticks, and do the same thing for the other one. So now that's their eyes. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw on some eyebrows. So I'm gonna take my black marker. I'm just gonna draw out some eyebrows for this guy. I'm just doing like a zigzag type of thing. You could do it really however you want to. You could do a straight line. You can do it really however you want. I'm just doing zigzag. Right above his eye. Those are his little eyebrows there. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pick one of my pom-poms for the nose. So I think I'm going to go with this little purple one right here. So I'm gonna take some glue again. I'm going to put some glue down on my cardboard. And I'm going to take my little pom-pom and press down on it so it stays. So that's what it looks like right now with the eyebrows, the eyes, and the nose. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do his smile. So I'm going to take my pencil for this one and just draw it out real quick how I want it to look. So I'm going to draw it out on the cardboard. Smile. And then after I do this, then I'm going to trace it so I see how I actually want it to look. That's what his smile looks like. So now I'm gonna outline it with the black, and then in the middle for the tongue, I'm gonna do some red. So I'm gonna take my black marker again. I'm gonna outline what I just did. And now I'm going to take my red marker, I'm going to do his tongue. So I'm going to outline it first, and then I'm going to color it in. So that's what his mouth looks like right now. And now I'm just going to add some little rosy cheeks. So basically I'm just going to do like little circles on both sides of his face. So I just took my red marker and I just did some little like rosy cheeks on the side. And now I am going to do his ears. So for his ears, I'm gonna use like another piece of the brown construction paper, some of my scrap paper. And I'm just gonna draw out with my pencil how I want the ears to be. So I drew it out, so now I'm just gonna outline it in black, and this is folded in half, so basically I'm just gonna cut in half, so then I'll just have 2 ears. So I'm gonna outline it with the black. I'm gonna cut this so it'll be 2. Right around the black line. Now I have 2 little ears. So this one has a black outline, this one doesn't, so I'm going to do that right now so they both look the same. So my black marker again, I'm just going to outline it. I'm going to take this piece of construction paper and put this on top so I don't get any on the tablecloth. So now these look the same. And so now I'm going to figure out where I want to put them. Just map it out on my guy's face. And see where I want to put his ears. And once I figured that out, then I'm going to take my glue . Put some on the cardboard. I'm going to take the ear and put it right on top. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. Try and match it with the other side. Some glue. Take the other ear and place it. Okay. So this is what my clown face looks like. So those are the ears on both sides. So that's what this one looks like. So this is both of them again. This one, she drew the ears onto it, so you can either cut them out or you can draw them on there, so it's really up to you and what you want to do, but I just cut some out. And I have the pom-pom nose, that was the same, and like I said, for the eyebrows you could do whatever design you want, and the hair, I did rainbow color hair just to show some fun colors. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys had fun making your nice little clown faces with me. So I hope to see you guys again in our next video. Bye guys.